going on, everyone? Two things I wanted to talk about today, and the first one is actually in relation to Facebook and Facebook's data and privacy. So they've actually come under fire recently, and that is because they have something called shadow profiles. And what shadow profiles are is really profiles, and let's say that I'm an individual, I have a Facebook profile, which I do. So I have my personal profile, which is my Adam Evans profile, and then in the back I have a shadow profile for Adam Evans. Now, I'm not saying I literally do, but in the case of many millions of people, this is what's happening. So there's actually these shadow profiles, which now this profile behind me here would contain the information that I chose not to share openly on my personal public profile. The information on this profile is being gathered basically through a bunch of different means. So let's say that you message me and you want to go out for drinks on Saturday. I say, cool. So I give you my phone number. I don't share my phone number on my Facebook fan page or on my Facebook profile or anything like that, but I message you with my phone number just because I want you to have it. So Facebook will take that information, that phone number, associate it to myself and my shadow profile. So they're really just collecting up everyone's information as they share it with their friends and families on all different types of devices across the Facebook website, the Facebook app. If you're using any sort of other plugins, widgets, games, stuff like that that's connected with Facebook, all of your information is really going to be taken and stored onto your shadow profile and within the Facebook servers. So this is really a concern for a lot of people because first of all, the thing that's going on with the NSA, PRISM, all of your information just being data farmed and data mined by government agencies and large corporations. It's a huge issue. So have a look at the link in the description below because this article talks about what I'm talking about right now. And I definitely recommend you have a look at this because it's good to stay informed. So keep this in mind when you're sharing your information across these social sites. Don't give up, just because you think you're messaging it to someone or it's all being stored, it's all being saved. So keep that in mind next time you decide to message someone. And it's funny because actually in the United States and in Canada, so in North America, it's not illegal. What they're doing is actually not really illegal. It doesn't infringe on any privacy laws or anything like that. However, in Europe, there's a number of complaints which have been filed against Facebook, and that is because it does not comply with European privacy laws. What they're actually doing is really legitimately stealing people's information and storing it on hidden profiles, which are only accessible to Facebook staff, through their servers, and obviously to the NSA or through the PRISM program and by the US government. So it's pretty weird stuff. Anyways, that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. Keep yourself informed. Have a look at that. Link in the description below. Secondly, there was actually something in the news today that popped up and it caught my interest, and that is that Maker Studios, which is actually a YouTube film studio and production company. I actually posted a video on that before. Check it out right there, or link in the description below. And that is because Maker Studios is actually being sued by its former CEO and co-founder, Danny Zappin. And it's interesting because Danny Zappin was apparently stepping down as CEO, and he sent out a memo, and there was some big thing a few days back, or it might have been about a week back or so, and he was stepping down as CEO, and he was no longer going to have that reign. It's funny because now he's coming back and saying, oh, hold up. I didn't step down as CEO. He was actually pushed out in a similar fashion, actually, as what you would have seen from Eduardo Savin, from the former, well, he is still the co-founder of Facebook, but he was pushed out in a similar fashion. So there was almost the rest of the founders of Maker Studios conspired. I mean, this is the claim. Link in the description below to this article. So they conspired to really sort of oust him. So they conspired to kick him out as CEO and have someone else come in and take over. They really did it by, it's kind of a little bit complicated, and you really have to understand corporate share structure and things like that to get it. Link in the description below somewhat describes it, but really what they did was dilute the shares in a similar fashion to what had happened with Eduardo in Facebook and the former Facebook former Facebook CEO, but still Facebook co-founder. Have a look at that, link in the description below. It's funny because I actually just posted up a video talking about Maker Studios not too long ago, and then boom, all of a sudden this pops up and this starts happening. So Maker Studios actually has several different founders, and they have a large investor, which is Time Warner, which invested $37 million not too long ago. So really, Danny is, the former CEO of Maker, is suing not just the other founders, but also Time Warner as the investor. It's pretty interesting, and it's going to be an interesting case to keep an eye on. So have a look at that and let me know your thoughts on it. That's really all I wanted to talk about. Those are two really important things in the news, one of them involving Facebook, one of them involving Maker Studios, and that's what you should have a look at. Have yourself a great Wednesday. What's going on, everyone? I wanted to share some news with